Hello, make breakfast for me and my kiddos today. First, I'm gonna dice up 3 potatoes. I'm just gonna preheat my oven on crisp mode. You can just air fry it or bake them if you want to. Now I've got those diced up. I just made sure to wash them really well. I'm gonna dump them on a parchment lined pan. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of oil to them, a tiny bit of salt. Now I'm just going through making sure they're nice and covered in the oil and salt and just spreading them out. Now I'm just going to pop this in the oven. I'll check on it in 15 minutes. Now I just cut up some turkey lunch meat. I'm going to saute it in a pan because I feel like it just tastes better that way. I've got that turkey cooking. Now I'm just going to come over here and dice up an onion. Now that I let those cook for about 15 minutes, I'm going to take that diced onion and I'm going to add that to the pan as well. Now I'm just going to pop that in the oven for another 10-15 minutes. Now while that's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and add 6 eggs to a bowl, and I'm going to add half a tablespoon of salt. Now I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of heavy cream. Now I'm just going to mix. Now that I have that mixed, I'm going to go ahead and distribute that egg mixture to these muffin tins. Alrighty, now I have the potatoes all cooked. I added the egg mixture to all these tins. Now I just have some ground sausage from whenever I made these the other day that I had froze. And I have some cheese that I cut up. I normally would just use shredded cheese, but I didn't have any, so I just used what I had. Now to this one, we're just going to add sausage, potatoes and onions, and cheese. Now I'm going to set these to the side. I'm going to move on to the next ones. Now I'm going to take some liquid egg whites and I'm going to go ahead and add them to this pan. I just added in the egg whites and a tiny bit of salt, and now I'm going to add in turkey and some potatoes and onions. Now I'm just going to pop these in the oven at 350 for 15 to 20 minutes. Here's the sausage and cheese ones. I have the egg white ones still in the oven. They weren't quite done yet, so I'm going to give them another 5 minutes. Alright, I just took the egg white ones out of the oven. So we have turkey, egg white, potato, and onion. And then we have sausage, egg, and cheese, potato, and onion. What I like about these is you can add different things and cater to what you and your family likes. You could add bacon, ham, bell pepper, spinach, whatever you'd like. And if you have a picky eater like me, it's a miracle for me to get my toddler to eat any kind of meat or anything that has any real protein. And this one is actually approved by her, so that's great in my book. And this recipe might have took me like an hour to make, but this will be breakfast for the next few days for us. Thank you guys so much for watching. I gotta go feed these kids.